Good day, and here we are with the final episode of the classic Doom, Inferno. Yes, I'm aware, in the ultimate Doom, there was, of course, thy flesh consumed, and I think there was one more episode other than that. I forget what it's called, but for the longest time, this was the final episode for me. Now, I don't really know much about thy flesh consumed, to be perfectly honest. I think I played it once years ago, and I think it was like in a console port, so I don't really think it was really as legit as it could be. Probably it's just as legit as anything else. And I could have jumped in there, and I didn't, because I'm an idiot. I've actually enjoyed getting back to the old Let's Playing, especially doing Doom. I don't really play that many FPSs anymore. And no, as of this recording, I still have not played Wolfenstein New Order. Although, in the hour that I've taken as a break between this and Shores of Hell, I have read a bit more about it, and it, of course, looks pretty good. Incidentally, it reminds me of another game. It was another FPS. I think it was Turning Point Fall of Liberty. I could be wrong. I actually like that game. Yeah, I remember it was supposed to be really buggy or really bad in some way, but it just kind of felt like a generic first-person shooter with an interesting premise. And I actually quite enjoyed it. I mean, even though it's generic, it introduced a few interesting concepts at least, like you could climb along walls at times. Some of the weapons were non-standard, like if I remember correctly, you got to use like a lever-action rifle against the Germans. For those that don't know, Turning Point Fall of Liberty, which I may review at some point, was a first-person shooter wherein the Germans invade America after World War II sort of peters out because America never got involved. It's generic, but I don't know, it just seemed fairly good to me. I mean, once again, you know, all FPSs these days are kind of basic and generic anyway. And that one at least had a interesting premise. The graphics looked halfway decent. I think the AI was fairly good. I don't remember the enemies being titanically stupid. I think it was supposed to be really buggy, but I honestly did not really run into any game-breaking bugs. And it varied up the gameplay with the wall climbing. And a lot of the set pieces were, at least to me anyway, fairly impressive. So yeah, not really sure. Oh yeah! And I will spoil the ending because I don't guess it really matters, and I'm cheating again. And the ending, the protagonist actually dies, saving all of America from an atomic bomb. I mean, that definitely isn't just your generic cut and paste, the hero wins and saves the day and lives another day. It's actually kind of dark. You know, in a genre that is increasingly just the same old crap put out again and again. I guess some complaints would have been there wasn't multiplayer or anything like that, but these days, to be perfectly honest, multiplayer seems kind of redundant. I mean, if you're gonna play an FPS or something like that multiplayer, why not just get a COD or Halo game, since that's pretty much what most people are going to be playing. I don't think you can find a bunch of full servers on the Turning Point. So if that was a problem that people had with it, it's just, that's not really a problem per se, just more of a generic complaint. And I died again, and I'm right back to the beginning. You know, I really should learn to save at some point. Inferno was actually my least favorite of the episodes, to be perfectly honest. Just never really liked it as much as I should have, I guess. Didn't really like the level design all that much. I like the generic military bases and stuff like that. I found that to be the most entertaining to fight through. These just like generic rocks and stuff like that. It does not rock. Someone kidnapped Santa. That does not rock. You know, I would totally watch that if that were real. There was actually a random, I think, sight gag from Family Guy. I can't believe I'm quoting that in this Let's Play so much. I don't even really like the show anymore. I haven't watched it in years, actually. But the joke itself was, Kiss Save Santa. It was an utterly ridiculous little parody kind of thing, but I would watch it just because I like cheesy crap like that. Speaking of which, I recently joined the 21st century and got Netflix. I'm glad I did. Mainly because I'm able to find all kinds of really shitty sci-fi movies through it. Like, there's one that's a complete Kamen Rider ripoff. Well, I say that, I haven't actually seen it, but judging by the little blurb for it, it sounds like it. When I get a chance, I am going to watch the bastard. I just don't really have, once again, as of this recording, I still do not have interwebs. But in that particular blurb, it's supposed to be where this guy finds this suit, this battle suit in like a suitcase. It allows him to transform into some sort of super warrior. And it also transforms his motorcycle. I forget what it's called, but it sounds utterly crappy. It sounds glorious, you know? It really does. I do like intentionally, well, maybe not even intentionally bad movies. I just like bad movies in general because they're fun to make fun of. And, you know, that's one of the reasons why I like MST3K so much. Although, you know what? I will actually officially declare who I like most. And you know who I officially like the most? More so than, well, more so. There's only two hosts for MST3K. The host I prefer the most is, of course, Joel. Early on, I was a Mike Nelson fan. And I still am. I still like Mike Nelson. But honestly, I just feel that Joel's overall delivery and performance were slightly better. I don't know. It just seems like he just seemed to flow naturally. I guess if that makes any sense to anyone. It's not that Mike Nelson was forced or anything. He just didn't seem to be... I don't know. It's one of those things that it's hard to really put into words. Well, I'm just totally kicking everything's ass, literally. It just seemed to me that Mike... I don't know. There's a word for it. It's not coming to mind. But it just seemed... It didn't even seem like he was lacking in any way. I guess it's just sort of a... I guess he was good scripted, whereas I think Joel was not... Well, actually, Joel was just as scripted as Mike, but... It's hard to say one way or the other who was superior. But for me, my personal preference is, of course, Joel. Not even by virtue of the fact that he was the first. It was just that I liked his delivery better. And one of the biggest things, I guess, is the movies, and this has nothing to do with him as a host, but it has to do with the fact that, okay, time to give me some ammo. Give ammo strategy CPC? But where was I? Oh yes. His movies, the movies that he riffed were generally more entertaining to sit through, if that makes it. If that makes any sense, because all the movies were crap, of course, but it just seemed like Mike had a lot less entertaining movies. Like, they were bad, to be certain, but they just weren't that entertaining to watch. They were just more boring than funny. I could have legit got that, but oh well, I did not. I did not cheat it, I did not. It is all bullshit. Like that, the movie I just referenced, is a movie that is hilarious to watch on its own. The Room. Something that has been referenced on the internet a lot. I've watched it fully, and wow, I just got completely vaped. I've watched it fully, and I can guarantee you that it is actually... Okay, give Al. I'm on the second level here, and I'm not saving. It could be that the fact that it's 1 a.m. in the morning, but it's on a Friday, which I guess is good and bad, if not the least bit depressing for what it is. But anyway, where was I? Oh yes. Like, The Room is better as if they were actually going for a comedy, which they weren't. Actually, no, if they were going for a comedy with The Room, it would be a terrible comedy because everything sounds so horrible in it. But as a movie that's supposed to be good but isn't, it actually works. I'm not really making a lot of sense, am I? Or maybe I am. That's funny. Sometimes it doesn't make sense when I say it, but when you actually pause and think about it, it actually makes a bit of sense. I suppose, at least. I still need to see, of all the quintessential bad movies, I still have yet to see Birdemic. I think there's like some sort of subtitle in that, but I forget. I've seen reviews of it, and there was actually one scene that was in a review that I saw of it, like a bird literally just sort of flies into a window and dies, but it's done in such a way that it's literally the most hilarious thing ever. I'm talking something that will literally make even me burst out laughing. Well, that tree's certainly on fire. I don't know if it was cold. Incidentally, it's one thing that I'm still getting used to about Utah. Is that, you know, it's May, and I got the fucking heater running. Okay, I already activated this. See, that's another thing about the level design. It's just, I can't really ever find my way through it, you know? So it's probably not the best idea for me to be doing this at, what, 1 AM? But the way I see it, what else am I going to be doing? And, well, I'm in a recording mood. Jump, jump, jump. There's nothing over here. Or is there? Let us see with the old no clip. And no, there's nothing there. Okay, I'm not figuring out where the hell I'm supposed to go. Ugh. It's time to no clip it. See, it's already over here though. And I did not mean to do the war cry. I did not mean to go. I did not mean to do the fist pump there. But I did mean to do that. I actually did think about making a Doom 3 Let's Play at some point, but I probably won't, just because I want to move on to something else, and plus I'm running the Dark Souls 2 Let's Play as well, so I probably won't have time for that nonsensical shite. But if you want to see a Doom 3 Let's Play, you can check it out on Timpedia's channel, since I'm going to be doing cross-promotion for his stuff. It of course is Doom 3 BFG edition, but we will forgive him for that for now. And there we go. Exit. Perfect. Didn't even have to no-clip it, so it doesn't even count that I did no-clip it. Now I remember this level, and I remember never being able to find my way through it either. Especially at 1 in the morning. Probably closer to 2, but whatever. This will be the first few videos. And it's funny, as of this recording, probably the next day I'll do like some scripting for the review of. I mentioned it. That's the thing. I've done so many recordings today because I've been in a recording mood. I mentioned a game called Prehistoric Island in 1930. They want you to really know it's 1930. You could have just left it at Prehistoric Island, but oh well. Oh yeah, you know what? That reminds me. There's actually been a slight development in that particular review. I'm probably going to script it tomorrow as of this recording anyway, but here's the funny thing. I actually showed Timpedia some footage of the game, because I already recorded it all. And like, he came up with the most perfect joke. I mean, it's absolutely perfect. I do not want to spoil it, but it is fucking hilarious. That isn't. That's me getting vaporized by a bloody Baron of Hell. Baron von Hellenstein. Turn to Castle Hellenstein. Alright, there he is. Is that a wall? Not a wall, but one of those little trap walls. Now one thing that I did some research on, is that, because after this is done, I might do like another Doom WOD, like a little ongoing Doom thing here, since I am the Doom guy after all, as well as the Aliens guy. That's the thing, I've kind of run out of Aliens games, you know? And no, I'm not ever going to do a Colonial Marines Let's Play. I mean, that kind of speaks for itself, you know? It's terrible. Oh, it's just rough. Kick him. Kick him. Oh, I didn't get any cruelty points. No cruelty points? Well, that's just cruel and unusual. But, like, there's nothing else I can really say about Colonial Marines. I think that review kind of stands on its own. I mean, what I am thinking about doing, though, like a completely unrelated note, I am thinking about finally, depending depending on how my motivation lasts, I might have to finally review that fucking Gedieben game. For those who don't know what Gedieben games are, it's a special time in a game's life wherein they become King of England. Wait, what? Oh god. And I shouldn't have jumped down there. Ah well, still baked him. Now, I am going to eventually have to review, because I know you guys want it, and I know I alluded to a review of it way back in the Duke 3D review, but eventually I so need to review Duke Nukem Forever. Why? Because it's fucking Duke Forever. It's one of those games that sucks so much, it's not even funny. I guess I should also eventually review Shadow Warrior, but that is going to be a long time in coming. You know what? I'll let you know a little secret about reviewing things, though. Like, okay, if I wanted to review Shadow Warrior, half the work's already done right now. I mean, I already have a good idea of what I want to say about it, and all that. Look, guys, head is off. It was just hopping around. But I already have an idea of what I want to say about it, and since, you know, Tim PD and I work together, he wouldn't mind me using his footage for, like, the Let's Plays. So that's already half the work done right there. I don't have to record all the footage. And admittingly, his gameplay would probably end up being better than mine. Because as a Let's Play, he's, you know, going for accuracy and all that, whereas with a review, that's why I kind of suck a lot in the gameplay segments of my reviews, is, you know, it takes a long time to get a review out. So I just gotta be running through all the levels so I can actually show you most of the game. Otherwise, you know, each review would take fucking forever. Hence why I think that's why, you know, Spoonie's reviews take so long, is that he'll actually, you know, legitimately play through the game and not just, you know, speed run it. I mean, like, even when I do a Let's Play, I actually just go for speed over, you know, accuracy, I guess is the best way to say it. It's just because, you know, I don't want there to be like 8 million parts per thing, you know? And so, that's why you'll see me cheat a bit. And also, I do understand that it does get boring to see, you know, me dying every 5 feet. You know, it's a good thing I got that power up, because I totally needed to be invulnerable right then. Or I spend, you know, 20 minutes looking for one goddamn key. Like, I could keep looking for that key, and I probably should. But I'm not. So I'm just going to give all... Because what you come here for is, you're not really, I know what you guys, the fans, are coming here for, is you're not really coming here just for me, you know. Now if I just no-clip through a level, you know, then that'd be kind of bad. But I actually do show you most of the level, if not all of it. Like, and I'll only cheat, like, when I get really stuck on something. Because it just gets boring to see somebody run through a level, and I myself just don't really want to have to go, and it's not me being lazy, it's just think about it. Here I am trying to do a recording. I have to be like in the right mindset to do it. I have to be, you know, in the right mood to do it, so it's actually entertaining. And you'll get out of the mood if you spend 20, 30 minutes trying to figure out how to get through a level. I mean, realistically, you sure already know what you're doing to begin with, but, you know, you can't really remember every single level of Doom, especially if you haven't seriously sat down to play it from, you know, start to finish in a long time. Especially if you didn't like Inferno to begin with. Now I understand that why Inferno looks like the way it does and all that, because, you know, you're fighting through hell and all that, but I still just don't like it. Incidentally, I did like the hell levels in Doom 3, Resurrection of Evil. I still find it funny how vehemently I disliked, what the hell was it? BFG Edition now. I mean, BFG Edition just did not really... God damn it. Oh god, it's gonna crush. Okay. Well, through the magical power of no-clip, I made it out. I just did not like that game. It just was not... It just seemed kinda pointless to me. I don't know. And I guess I shouldn't complain because it was what it was. But you know what? That's not an excuse. I point my finger at you, id, for sucking so much now. You used to be cool, but then, well... You got the 2-weapon rule and never were the same again. Although I don't think they did get that, so it probably doesn't apply. That's actually my song, Duke used to be cool. And I kind of just let that slip into my everyday vocabulary of, well, something used to be cool, but then we got the 2-weapon rule, or I'll actually take the Skyrim thing of took an arrow to the knee, but I'll usually have it be something else. But then it took an X to the face, or took an X to the knee, and well, it then got the 2-weapon rule, and was just never the same since. I just love the double barrel. I mean, once again, it's not supposed to be even in this game, but it just wrecks everything. Hence why it's a good weapon in real life. Which sounds funny. Okay, so you got World War I, right? You got all these human rights violations. You got artillery killing people by like the hundreds and all that. The shotgun is a weapon that's actually cruel and unusual. That's actually, it could be just a myth, but I've read it in multiple places. That doesn't necessarily mean it's true, but I'm at least going to say this is what I've read. Apparently, the Germans thought it was a cruel and unusual weapon, or like, if we catch anybody with one of these, you know, horrible shotguns, we'll execute them. Which I find hilarious, because it was the oh, he's dead. He did not survive. No helper buddy for me. But like, seriously, they're gonna complain about shotguns when they use poison gas. In fact, I think there's like I think some of the Europeans tried to use shotguns early on in the war, but were told not to because they were cruel and evil. Which I just find kind of hilarious, you know? You can have an effective weapon that works way better, it's actually way cheaper than your average, you know, big-ass bolt-action rifle. And I just got completely fried by that guy. Because really, you know, that's what a lot of the combat was fought with. That's how a lot of the combat was fought in World War I and II. These big, bolty, bolt-action rifles, which, you know, it's good to have accurate rifle fire and all that. But at the same time, you know, when you're fighting in a trench, you don't really need something that can go, you know, like 500 yards. Yeah, I guess if you want to try to shoot somebody in another trench, that will work, but let's face it, you're not going to be doing that. If only because, well, in order to go over the top. And when you do, you're jumping down in a trench, and you can be fighting at like a few feet. Which is also why a lot of them use melee weapons, like, you know, maces and stuff like that. I would hate to have to use a mace. I'd hate to have had to do trench fighting. I'd hate to be in any war to begin with. Because war is not fun. Even modern war is not fun. This is just a game. Incidentally, you know, see, that's the thing about these games that are never really discussed. Okay, like, this looks fun, right? You know, you're going around, you're shooting monsters, but this is a high-intensity conflict right here going on, but it's low duration. That's the thing. As this Space Marine, are we still alive? Okay. This is a short duration conflict, you know? It's almost kind of like, you know, Bioshock Infinite. Oh god, that did not end well. It's kind of like Bioshock Infinite until I got eaten. You know, it's like, I go into another universe wherein that Marine isn't dead. Bioshock... Fuck. Bioshock, fuck. The porn parody? It's health time. Well, he's certainly happy. He's certainly gung-ho about it. I think they should make the, we should probably make the Doom Marine an honorary member of G.I. Joe. Just open up with the chain gun, don't even stop firing till, well, or you can, you know what, dude, run in there. I already cleared most of them out for you. Trying not to hit him gets me hit more often than it should. Okay, he killed everybody. Well, technically it was me who killed everybody, but we don't care about semantics. Incidentally, a thought just came to my head. You know, I cannot, even though I complain about it in, oh come on, just go vaporize him, man. Vaporize him, you can do, oh, well, there's that Hell Knight. Actually, he's holding his own. He'd be holding his own. And he fell. But anyway, you know, I complained about it in one of the early... Well, just wade through the lava, man. You're not very smart, are you? But it was in one of the earlier episodes of this particular LP. I'm dying from the floor. The floor is attacking. It's like Ultima 3. a game I actually legitimately have for the NES. It's one of those games that it definitely is hard to get into, though. Why'd that door just open? It's like, I mean, it's old and it's hard to get into. It's not like Dragon Warrior. I really like Dragon Warrior, by the way. Although I will actually say, after having played Final Fantasy 1, that I do like it more than Dragon Warrior. If only because Dragon Warrior is pretty simple compared to Final Fantasy 1. I mean, Final Fantasy 1 is probably my favorite JRPG to date. And I've tried, really tried, and I have it on Steam actually, to play Final Fantasy 7. But there's just something about it that I don't like. I'm not even really sure. It's not even a bad game. It's like there's nothing really wrong with it. It's just, it's not my thing, it seems. Because I've tried to get into the JRPG genre, but it's just, I want to say it's not for me, but that's not even accurate either. It's just, there's something about it that just kind of rubs me the wrong way, if that makes any sense. Even though technically Dragon Warrior and Final Fantasy is a JRPG. Or are JRPGs. Let's see, anything interesting to discuss? May have to do a Quake 2 LP at some point. Maybe. Maybe. I already got a lot on my plate right now. I'd like to eventually get to the id Software games since I got through AVP 1 and 2, and both of those were rather popular. Hey, there's a BFG. Too bad I don't need it because I totally gave all to me, and I'm not finding any ways to go, so we're about to no-clip our way to victory. Did I already come through here? No, I didn't, apparently. But anyway, where was I? Interesting things to talk about. Well, coming to Utah, since funds were, you know, understandably relatively tight, why did I need to do that? Why is that locked to that? Oh, wow. Why does sitting in that puddle of water actually help? Like, coming to Utah, since money was understandably tight, I did not want to stay the night at a hotel on the way. Because I didn't want to spend, like, half the funds just getting here, you know? So I thought, I will go I will just drive the entire time. Which, incidentally, oh, just smacking him upside the head with that. Oh, that's just brutal.
Oh shit, you see that fucking head come apart, man?
Wow.
I've never seen brains like that before, man.
Oh great, oh great, this is some sort of puzzle. Well, I mean, I guess it gave me some goodies, but I don't really need those. Now there's a yellow key, that helped. But driving here for 25 or 4 hours was not fun. Because of one thing. It's dark, the roads are, you know, really long and straight. And of course, I thought I got the red key. Well, I have it now. Oh, it's health. Well, I'm healthy at least. I have it now. But anyway, and then the mountains kind of get to like optical illusions. It was literally the worst drive I've ever had the displeasure to go on. But once I finally got here, everything was cool. Oh god. I couldn't get off of there in time. No, we're not too far back, it seems, which is very good. Dude, just calm down. Okay, I need to use a more powerful weapon. We get splashback with the, Okay, we're gonna give ourselves all again. That gives us the red key. So that all we needed to find was the yellow key at that point. But we were lazy. Why? Because laziness is fun. Now I'm wondering if I should do like LPs of Hexen and all that. I just don't know. You see, that's the problem. It's like I'm running out of games that I really want to review that I actually have that I have a good connection to. I'm pretty sure I've mentioned this on many occasions. It's like I like to have a good connection to a game to review it. I like to call upon the memories of what I've had, you know. Okay, that's where they're all coming in. Okay, time to save. What am I standing on top of? Oh wow, he's just eating my fucking legs out from under me. What? You bastard! I'm trying to see. Well, and somehow I get vaporized by him. Not really sure how. Even though he is above me. Not really sure how that makes sense. Okay. Can he actually fight him? I'll try to help him out. No! Oh! Sorry, Marine buddy. You will be avenged. That was an overlong animation, wasn't it? You will be avenged, and I immediately avenged him. Fucking bear of hell. Just completely ripped him to pieces. Oh look, you coming apart! That's horrible. That's horrible, but... You know, that's actually... You know what there needs to be? I don't think I have not seen a WOD for that yet. There needs to be some sort of ultimate showdown of ultimate destiny sort of thing. Not like where they fight, but where like they're legit characters. Where somebody makes a WOD where the great, you know, FPS heroes from the 90s show up. You know, you got Doom Guy, you got Duke, you got Lo Wang, and hell, even throw in BJ Blazkowicz. And, you know, it wouldn't really work because he's a Star Wars character, but even Kyle Katarn, because he's a major FPS hero from the 90s. Oh, yeah! Yeah, and you know how you can have it make sense? You could also include the 3 characters from Hexen, and they're all, like, led by Corvus from Heretic. Like, he calls all these mighty warriors together to fight an epic battle. Oh, yeah, also wow, my memory is not like working very well right now because I'm remembering all the other FPS heroes too, like the guys from Resident Triad. Yeah, I get them too. Just have this giant orchestra of FPS heroes. And they all get together to fight against Satan. We'll have Satan show up because it's Satan who controls all the magic from, you know, Hexen. He controls Korax and the various, you know, and actually instead of having the characters from having the enemies from Doom be, you know, aliens, which technically in the books they are aliens, have them be legit demons. You know, you could have Satan controlling all the demons and shit. It'd be great. I'd play it. No, get him up! Get him up! Alright, he made it out, but then I immediately teleported some random place. He's still alive? Yeah, he is. He can handle it. Oh, kick him in the head and stop him! That was a really awesome execution, but very impractical. Alright, let's just blast him. Oh, I can kill him with just one blast. I'd save shells, but I like to put 2 in both barrels, you bastards! Let's give it all again. Let's give it our all. So, wow. Alright, I won't do that to y'all. I won't do it to you all. I will literally wander around some more. But honestly, I never could figure my way out of this level. Never could find the blue key. It's like, did I already... Okay, so the corner ones always take you back here. That one will take me back here. That one will take me back here. That one will also take me back here. That too will take me back here. Okay, so that was a waste. That takes me here. Okay, you know, instead of figuring out the pattern, why don't we focus more on, you know, completing the game. To game. Well, actually we found some more areas. Because, once again, we're focused more on completion than me just wasting everyone's time by wandering around for a key. But I'm not going to just immediately go through the blue door and finish the level. Oh, and there's another FPS from the 90s that I just remembered that might also... Oh yeah, he could be the villain! I just realized. He could be the villain. There's an FPS in the 90s that a lot of people asked me to play, and I have played, but I don't know how I'm going to be able to review it, simply because I can't really get footage for it. And that is... oh yeah, and I also forget exactly how to get footage through DOSBox. So, I mean, I guess I could eventually learn how to make DOSBox work like that, but I have yet to. But Blood. I have that game, and I've played it, and it's extraordinarily difficult, at least more difficult than I was expecting. Let's put it that way. And I liked it. Basically, I
think I heard something.
You think? You think you heard something, eh? Okay, so that's how it works. I was about to make a reference to Halo when you first board the Truth and Reconciliation. There's no covenant. No covenant. You have to open your mouth. Especially tragic. Oh god, the floor is killing me. Okay, let's find the blue door, shall we? So we can just get this show on the proverbial road here. Let's save. And blast him. He has no head no more. Was it a secret since I actually absolutely needed to be there? Let's go through here. Nothing. I thought that's where I needed to go. How about here? Yep. Let's see, where was I? I was on a tangent of some description, as I often am. Okay, where is that blue door? Yep, there it is. Let's go through the exit, and boom, we're done. And it was only 4 minutes, 50 seconds. Mount Erebus. Oh dear, there's gonna be some Chaos Space Marines going on here. I actually really love this level back when I was a kid. It was my favorite level of the entire Inferno episode. Why? Because it's so huge. I've always been a fan of the open levels. I don't really like cramped corridors or anything like that. I love it when a game gets a chance just to show off this giant area to fight through. Because it just feels more natural in a way, you know? More epic, more broad in scope than anything else. That was on a tangent of some description. It really was about something. That's the problem with recording this at probably, what is it, 2 a.m.? If I had a second monitor, I would know. And blast him. And I'm probably really hurt, but I don't know if I am or not. There's the fraps counter. Yeah, I'm starting to feel kind of tired too. This is a tired Let's Play. Let's Play half awake. It's 2:29 a.m. Mountain Time. See, I always used to say Central Time, but no, it's Mountain. The mountains. Oh, the mountains. You know, that's another cool thing about Utah is you got the mountains. And let me tell you something. That will likely never get mundane. You know, you going on a normal drive to like even someplace as mundane as like Walmart or something, get this giant, amazing view of like these mountains just rising over everything. That's rough. And I think somebody just teleported in where they're promptly vaporized. You see these majestic mountains towering above all. It really just kind of makes you feel small. And I could rhyme some more, but I don't feel like it. You don't have to. I could even write a haiku if I wanted, but I don't want to. Just give it all. Give it all up. Yeah, I'm really getting tired. Like I could feel it. I could feel it, Dave. You know, while I may have relaxed my opinion on some things, you know, that I've reviewed in the past, I still think that movie is a pretentious piece of shit. Bar none. Well, you know, I guess he was a fan, wasn't he? Because he just ate me for it. Now, screw you, you bastard. I still hate that film, and there ain't nothing you can do about it. Just jump over him like a fucking Mario. And I know that's not how you pronounce Mario, but I did it anyway, just to be a dick. Come on, open up on them all and make them. Splash damage on the ground. Look at how they can just dodge. You didn't dodge that, did you, motherfucker? Or that. Or the, oh, he dodged that. But he didn't dodge that. Alright, what do we got? What do we got? Where we going? Where we going? The little island of ammo. The island of Dr. Colt. I totally need to buy, you know, 1851 Colt. I fucking love those guns. They're so comfortable to shoot. Wow, that was totally lucky. But you know what? They often say, fortune? Well, they kind of favor the bold. How's that heart still beating? Magic! Leathery. I need to get back to the magic too. Alright, I think we found the exit. Yep, we did. Woo, Mount Erebus. Erebus the librarian has been terminated. Gate to Limbo. Limbo! No! I have to play as a weird bobble-headed kid. I actually remember this level too, but I remember playing it back in the day, but the most recent I've played this level right here was, I think, in like 2005. The reason I remember this is, okay, you know, in movies, you got these major emotional scenes, right? Super emotional. And they go on for like a minute. Well, in real life, you know, they go on for a lot longer than that. And like, I remember my great-grandmother died. And we had to go, you know, had to go to like the retirement home where she was in, right? And after we determined that, yes, she was no longer living, it was basically a 5-hour wait there of simply just waiting before anything could actually be done. And I remember at the time, I had my Game Boy Advance SP. Not an SP Plus, but an SP. And that's what I did for those 5 hours. It was like, the tragedy it goes on for a while, you know, this person is dead and all that. But then, of course, you know, bureaucracy takes over and you gotta figure out all kinds of stuff, and all that takes time. Now, of course, I was fairly young at the time, and I didn't even really know her all that well to begin with, so for me, it was just a lot of waiting. You know, there was literally nothing I could even say or do, because once we actually determined what was going on, it was basically me and my grandfather waiting outside for those 5 hours before literally anything could even be done. Because, like, it's not a matter of, you know, it's disrespectful to play a game or read a book. There was literally nothing anyone was doing, because it was solely just waiting for, like, paperwork to be caught up. Just goes to show you that bureaucracy kind of runs everything. Wow, I did not mean to do that. But I was able to get through, you know, I could end this episode, not the episode, but end this level right here by just jumping over there, but I won't. See, I will use restraint, you know. I'll try to show you more of this. I just don't want it to get boring and just seeing the same corners repeat. But I played through all of Doom on my Game Boy Advance SP. And this is a level that I remember playing because I was playing it outside. I think it started to rain or something like that. And, well, of course, there's a covered walkway, so. But I do remember this level distinctly. You know, Doom on the Game Boy Advance is actually pretty fucking good. I mean, the controls are good. The graphics looked right. And overall, it ran amazingly well on a handheld. It was one of the few games I had for the system, actually. Let's see, what did I have for the old Game Boy SP? I had this, I had Doom, I had Wolfenstein, and I had Metroid Zero Mission, which I liked. So that's the thing, everybody got me wrong when I complained about Metroid. You know, they all thought I hated it, but in fact, I rather liked the Metroid series. I thought it was pretty fucking good. I just was mentioning how difficult it was for me. I think this is the last level. Yeah, it's looking like it. Oh yeah, I remember this. This was not in the Game Boy Game Boy version. I think they had to change it just for, you know, graphical purposes. They couldn't handle all of this. Oh yeah, there's the Spider Mastermind. There he is. There's that 8-legged piece of shite. First, let's make him. Oh yeah, it's been modified from just a chain gun to a chain rocket launcher. Well, no, not a chain rocket launcher, more like just a legit cannon. I think it's time we bring out Old Painless. You know which one I'm talking about. I've been talking about the big fucking gun, and I totally missed him. You know what? I don't give a fuck. Big fucking gun, the bastard. This is how we end this. How many shots this piece of fuck is taking. I do like the Doom 3 BFG sound effect. And he's dead at last. We have saved the multiverse from the trepidations of the demons who built a demon under a spider, and the loathsome spider demon that masterminded the invasion of the moon bases and caused so much death has had its ass kicked for all time. A hidden doorway opens and you enter. You've proven too tough for hell to contain, and now hell at last plays fair. For you emerge from the door to see the green fields of Earth at last. You wonder what's been happening on Earth. Well, you've been battling evil unleashed. It's good that no hellspawn could have come through that door with you, ... Bum, bum, bum! Uh-oh! Oh yeah, then there's the, ending thing of a still image of... Well, it's kind of a crappy still image with a rabbit. Actually, I don't remember this. Let's just watch for a moment. This epic scene of greatness. This amazing thing of a severed rabbit head being held aloft as though he would call to Castle Gayskull. Uh-oh. So that's the end of Doom. We won. I don't know why we had to kill that evil rabbit. Perhaps it was the rabbit from Monty Python of the Search for the Holy Grail. If so, we kicked its ass, didn't we? No runaway for us! And so, we have finally completed all of Doom using the Brutal Doom mod. And yes, it was a great deal of fun. Glad to get back to it. And so, this is the illustrious General Lotz signing off yet again.